The static of the desert night was shattered not by a siren, but by the low-frequency thrum of 24 UH-60M Black Hawks hugging the jagged ridgelines of the Iranian border. This isn't the high-altitude, detached warfare of the last 2 weeks. This is the sound of the final act. On March 16, 2026, the strategic silence of Operation Epic Fury was replaced by the roar of twin engines as the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit, MEU, executed a high-speed aerial insertion that has sent shockwaves through the surviving IRGC command hubs. While the F-35s cleared the skies and the B-2s cracked the bunkers, the arrival of the boots on the ground signals that the United States is no longer interested in just dismantling infrastructure. It is moving to secure the crown jewels. The Thunder Run, Black Hawks at the edge. The mission profile for this morning's operation was dubbed Velocity Prime, flying at nap-of-the-earth altitudes to stay beneath any remaining mobile radar units. The Black Hawk crews utilized the latest degraded visual environment (DV) sensors to navigate the treacherous Kazakhstan plains at full combat speed. Elite payload. Each Black Hawk carried a full squad of Marines equipped with the Integrated Visual Augmentation System (IVS), allowing them to see digital overlays of the battlefield through their visors before they even hit the dirt. The escort, providing a lethal canopy for the transport helos, were AH-64E Apache Guardians, their 30mm chain guns slewing toward any sign of movement in the IRGC's coastal trenches. The speed of the insertion was designed to achieve decision superiority, moving faster than the wounded Iranian leadership could process the threat. The target, securing Karg Island and the coast. While the Pentagon has been tight-lipped, intelligence leaks suggest the primary objective of this marine rush is the neutralization of the Karg Island oil terminal and the surrounding coastal missile silos. President Trump has reportedly weighed the seizure of this crown jewel to deliver a final knockout economic blow to the regime. By landing Marines directly on these strategic nodes, the U.S. is preventing the IRGC from executing a scorched earth policy. The Black Hawks didn't just bring soldiers. They brought specialized engineering teams tasked with securing the valves and prevents of Iran's energy infrastructure, ensuring that the regime's last bargaining chip is taken off the table. Vertical envelopment, a new tactical reality. This is vertical envelopment in its purest form. Instead of a slow, amphibious crawl toward the beach, the Marines are dropping in from the sky, bypassing the minefields and anti-ship batteries that Iran spent decades installing along the Persian Gulf. The 31st MEU, redirected from its station in Japan, has brought a level of ferocity that the demoralized Iranian coastal guards were unprepared for. Reports from the front describe Iranian fastboat crews abandoning their vessels as the shadow of the Black Hawk formation swept over the harbors. The psychological impact of seeing American rotors on the horizon following weeks of invisible stealth bombardment has triggered a wave of surrenders among regular Iranian army units. The logistics of the final push. This high-speed rush is supported by an even more aggressive logistics tail. For every Black Hawk in the air, a CH-53K King Stallion is trailing behind with heavy equipment, ammunition, and fuel bladders. This steel bridge has transitioned from an aerial delivery service into a forward-deployed tactical artery. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth emphasized that this move is about ending the threat, not managing it. By committing ground forces to these specific high-value targets, the U.S. is ensuring that the regime change mentioned in earlier sitreps isn't just a political goal, but a physical reality on the ground. The presence of Marines at full speed indicates that the window for diplomacy has officially slammed shut. Conclusion: the closing net. As the dust settles from the first wave of landings, the map of the Middle East is being redrawn in the dirt of the Iranian coast. The end for Iran is no longer a headline. It is a tactical certainty being enforced by the rhythmic beat of American rotors. With the Navy holding the sea, the Air Force owning the sky, and now the Marines seizing the ground, the Islamic Republic's strategic depth has shrunk to the size of a few isolated bunkers. The speed of this morning's assault has left Tehran paralyzed, as the Black Hawks return to their lily pad bases to refuel and reload for the next wave. The message to Mojtaba Khamenei is undeniable. There is nowhere to hide, and there is no time left to negotiate. The 2026 war has reached its terminal velocity, and the final destination is a post-regime horizon. The commitment of ground forces in this high-speed capacity marks a fundamental shift in American warfighting doctrine for the 2020s. By leveraging the absolute air superiority established in the opening days, the U.S. has turned a potential quagmire into a precision-guided blitzkrieg. The tactical agility of the Black Hawk crews, combined with the raw power of the Marine Corps, has effectively bypassed the attrition trap that Tehran had hoped to set. Instead of a long, drawn-out conflict, the regime is facing a compressed war where their most vital assets are seized or destroyed in a matter of hours. This mobilization is the ultimate insurance policy for regional stability. By physically occupying the choke points of the Strait of Hormuz and the energy hubs of the Gulf, the U.S. is dictating the terms of the post-war recovery before the last shots are even fired. The roar of the helicopters across the Iranian landscape is the sound of a new era, one where the reach of a superpower is as fast as it is final. The world is watching as this steel bridge delivers the final components of a new regional order, one Black Hawk at a time. Furthermore, the sheer velocity of this air assault operation has stripped the IRGC of its greatest remaining weapon, time. In previous conflicts, the transition from air power to ground engagement was a measured, slow-moving process. But here, the Marines have collapsed the timeline, hitting targets while the smoke from the initial Tomahawk strikes is still clearing. This over-the-horizon reach ensures that no Iranian commander can find safety in distance. As the Black Hawks pivot for their next extraction, they leave behind a dismantled infrastructure and a shattered opposition, signaling that the regime's era of regional defiance has been permanently grounded by American steel.